$25,000 a month managing Instagram accounts. What's going on, guys? Thor here, back with a new video, and again I'm shooting a second video here with Leo, and in this video we're going to be talking about how you can make as much as $25,000 a month, or even less if that's your goal, whatever amount of money actually, just by managing Instagram accounts. So Leo, whatever you want to say in this video, go on, shoot on the top.
Yeah, I guess I'll reintroduce myself if you haven't already seen me. So I'm Leo, I'm a good friend of Thor. We've worked multiple times on Instagram business related things in the past, and we still do. And I've built a 3 to 4 million follower network in the past couple of years, and I also grow pages for clients. And basically full-time now I run an Instagram marketing agency to help other businesses and personal brands to explode their Instagram.
So first, before we dive into how you actually do this, explain a little bit how the actual business model works and what you're essentially doing.
Yeah, so essentially I'm reaching out to other businesses, just getting connected with them through networking, cold outreach, emails, and essentially I'm pitching them on the idea of growing their brand, growing their brand awareness, getting more followers, social proof than their competitors, which of course leads to sales. And yeah, so basically just growing their Instagram page for businesses, yeah.
So what you're pretty much doing is you're growing their page and they're paying you to grow their page, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we're doing here. Now, how would you advise someone that's starting out? Like they're completely fresh. I mean, you guys have some knowledge on Instagram, so you would be able to do this for whoever. So how would you? What action steps would you take for a beginner to get started?
What I started off doing, right? I went through a whole process of learning, of course you need to learn how to actually manage a page first before like doing it for businesses, So first you want to master the skill set, right? And I'm sure most of you know a lot, especially from watching Thor's videos. And you want to have experience growing your own pages, because those are kind of like testimonials, and it proves that you know what you're talking about. So once you've actually got the skill set, then essentially what you need to be doing is finding what works best for companies, right? So when I first started off, I figured that the follow-unfollow method was the best strategy to grow company pages at a low cost for me, So then I realized that I could literally leverage of someone else's automation software, or I could do it manually depending on what the client wants. And essentially just promise them like 1,000 followers a month. And a lot of companies are really interested in it. 1,000 people who are interested in your brand and product is powerful.
And this again goes back to doing the strategy, right? I mean, I've talked a couple of times about this on the channel. Some of you guys probably hate the strategy. You still think it's a very bad way to grow. But if you, again, do it properly, there obviously is a way to grow a targeted audience. And especially for business pages that don't have this typical kind of viral content, it's one of the easiest ways for you as a beginner to start out getting paid to grow a company's page. Because again, as you said, 1,000 followers that are interested in their product, it's something that companies want, because they might be amazed with somebody having 5,000 followers, because they're completely new to the platform. When I was new, 5,000 followers was a shit ton of followers for me. So again, just put yourself in their position and their perspective, and realize that 1,000 to 2,000 followers a month is actually good growth for them, and you can get paid a good amount of money to do this.
Yeah, I have a crazy case study for that as well. I was consulting one real estate company, and they had a social media team that had no idea what they were doing. So I was essentially advising them on a strategy to grow their following and just get leads for people to buy their real estate properties, And I remember I advised them on using the follow method and interacting with other pages in that niche, and they were able to close a sale on, I believe, $3 million on like a 5,000 follower page, which is absolutely insane, and it proves the value of Instagram even for businesses, regardless of what strategy you're using. As long as you're getting eyeballs onto your offer, then that's all that matters.
100%. Okay, so let's move on to how you would actually acquire clients. I mean, obviously you need to market your services. There's different ways to market your services. What are the most effective ways to market your services that you've found when you began with this?
So essentially, I figured that the best thing to do was to reach out to. So what I would do was, I remember I would find companies in my local area or just general companies that were struggling on Instagram. And what I would do was I would send them like a cold outreach email, and I would say something like, hey, I noticed that you have this amount of followers, and I believe that, and your competitors are have this amount of followers. Let me help you essentially build your brand. Let's schedule a call at some time, and
pure value, like not pitching your services, just pure value at this point.
Give them pure value. Get them on the phone, tell them what they should do for free, and at that point, they're
going to start asking questions like, okay, so I'm going to do this. Is there a way we can potentially pay you to do it for us? Because they're going to actually ask you about that if you provide value and you show that you know what you're talking about. Yeah. So keep
and
going.
It might sound daunting at first, to get on the phone with a potential client. I remember my first ever call. I was absolutely shitting myself, and my heart was racing, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do?
Yeah.
But it's normal, and the thing is, right, you shouldn't even consider it to be a potential client. You should just consider it as a potential person to talk, a potential friend, just giving value. Whatever happens. Yeah. Every single opportunity is a learning experience.
100%.
So get yourself out there, send a message to a company. It's very simple. You'll find the email on their website, or you can even send them a DM on Instagram through one of your pages. And once you have them on the phone, give value, build rapport, find out a bit about themselves, what they do, what their goals are, give some value, tell them about Instagram, blah, 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 and then eventually it'll come to a point where they ask you questions. They'll be like, okay, what do I do when I do this? And you already have the frame, it's in your control. And eventually by the end of the call, they might say, so is this possible for you to handle it for us? A lot of companies, they don't want to mess around with this,
And even if they don't ask you about that, you can say, and if you guys want me to do this for you, we could work around that as well. We can figure out a package, whatever needs you have. Just send me like an email after the call. Let me know what you want as growth, and I'll figure out a package for you. Blah 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 blah. They're purely providing value to them and giving them the option to turn it down if they want to, because you don't want to be pushy. It's a very like common thing to be pushy on calls. I feel like it's turning more towards like people just neglecting that, and I feel like as myself as a business person, I feel like I generate more sales and have more success when I'm not the one like pushing my services toward people, but actually letting them decide if they want my service or not. Because you want them to feel comfortable and not pushed to actually buy something, because we all like to buy stuff, but we don't like to be pushed to buy stuff. So it's a very important aspect when it comes to that.
Yeah, and in regards to pricing as well, I'm sure that's one thing that may come into mind. So if you're doing follow-on-follow for clients, I really recommend to go between like $100, $200, $300 per month.
All dependent on how well you
what kind of results you can get,
Exactly.
And eventually when you get better at Instagram, when you've built a network, then you can charge crazy amounts of money. My last client that I closed was $15,000 a month just to grow their Instagram page. And it proves the potential out there. You can literally just close massive deals, and if you have that knowledge, then the abundance is there. Clients want to work with you.
100%. Okay, so we got cold outreach. That's one way. Some people might not like that way of reaching out, but again, focus on that. You're just providing value to them. You're just giving them value. That's what you want to keep in mind.
Right.
You're not trying to sell them. You're just trying to provide the value and help them out with their business. So that is one direction, and that's definitely the one where you're going to see get bigger deals, bigger deals, because these clients, these businesses obviously have a budget for social media. But there is another way. I know you've used Facebook a bit to market your own services. Obviously, the leads you'll find here has less money because they're personal accounts, personal people that just probably want to build a personal brand, so they're not going to have like multiple hundreds of dollars a month to spend on Instagram, but they might have a smaller budget, maybe $50 a month, that you can, for example, just plot into a bot and do automation, because a lot of people don't have the knowledge or skill or can't be bothered to use an automation software, so you can do this for them. So how would you market your services on, for example, Facebook, which you have, both me and you have found to be a good platform to start out, because that's where we both actually started out.
Yeah, so essentially what I started off with, so obviously cold outreach is a great way to reach out to companies, but also building a profile on Facebook is a very powerful strategy, So you can post valuable content on your Facebook profile, add people who are interested in business or Instagram, or you can find them in Facebook groups. And essentially what you want to be doing is posting value, value related to Instagram, you know. So tell people how often that they should be posting and what they should be posting and stuff like that. And eventually you become the authority in your niche, you know. And once you build a brand, then people come to you rather than you going out to other people. You know, that's extremely valuable. You know, you become the hunted rather than the hunter. You know, all you have to do is post content, and you already have the authority role. You know, people reach out to you and they want to work with you.
Yeah, they're gonna see your post on Facebook and see that you know your stuff. You're gonna be posting results like, oh, check it out, guys, so cool. I got 30,000 likes on my Instagram picture, or maybe just 10,000 likes, or 5,000, 2,000 likes, whatever. That is still going to impress people. So you just want to keep providing value. I'll show some screenshots on the screen about Facebook posts that I made back in the day, just to brand my expertise as an Instagram expert on Facebook. And people are going to be sending you a message and all that kind of stuff. And the beautiful thing about Facebook is that it's free. You can sign up for free and you can add people for free. So you just want to go to big groups on Facebook, like the ClickFunnels group, because these are business people. You want to go to, for example, Millennial Entrepreneur Community by Arne Giske. You want to, for example, go to
social media for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, for example. Yeah, exactly. So just find like groups on Facebook with entrepreneurs and maybe make a post in that group and brand your expertise there, and then add those people that are interested in Instagram from those posts that you make in the group. Add them as friends and keep branding your expertise on your actual Facebook profile. That is how you're going to build up your brand. It's not like you don't need to get people to subscribe to you. You just add them as a friend. Very friendly way of building connections and your audience as well. So that's another very successful way, a very powerful way that you can use to gain clients. And again, if you're not comfortable with charging thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars a month for this service, just charge like $75 a month to grow their Instagram account by 500 to 1,000 followers a month.
Or even do it for free on your first client, you know.
And
once you get this trust in your ability to deliver, then you can charge whatever you want, you know.
Yeah, because you want that confidence of actually being able to provide to them before you start like aiming for big deals. So yeah, definitely definitely just give some free months to some people and get some results. Have this to show to the new people, the new prospects that you reach out to, and then it's going to be much more. You're going to feel much better when you actually provide your services, because you know that you can provide and you have the skills, you have the expertise, and you have results to show to. 100%. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Second video shooting here with Leo. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Also, if you want to contact Leo, learn more from him, you'll find his either Facebook or Instagram account down below in the comment section. You can reach out to him, connect with him as well. Very, very smart guy. We both have been in this field together for a long time, so it's very exciting. But again, smash that like button if you are new to the channel, or subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. And we're shooting this video actually in a like freaking restaurant. So it's in Sweden, so it's kind of noisy. We're headed home. We're actually going to the airport right now, but we're headed home after this. But again, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Go down below and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video when I'm home. Peace.